Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we got a later video because today was Mrs. Philly Mike's birthday. Shout out to the wifey. Hopefully you enjoyed your day. But right here, we're about to talk about the media day that happened early around lunchtime, a little after lunchtime. We heard from James Bradberry, Jason Kelce, AJ Brown, and Dallas Goddard. But there were some key things they said that I want to go over with Eagle Nation. So let's get into it.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast. And today we got a lot to get into. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, help your boy out and hit that like button, subscribe, and ding the bell so you know when we drop a video early, you know when we drop a video late, and you know when we go live, which is going to happen a lot more. Some good stuff coming your way. And don't forget to check out the merch. We got all different colors: Kelly green, black, white, red, gray, pink for the female. The link is in the description, and it's also pinned to the comment section, the very top of the comment section. That's the real logo. Y'all know. If you got your merch and you didn't take a picture, put it on, snap a flick, and send it to me. Whether you do it on Twitter, IG, find a way to get it to me. I got a collage I'm building with all them pictures. And again, some people keep asking me, how do I get one in my inbox? I'm like, go to the link. Go to the link. Get yours. They're still jumping out the gym. Let's get into it. So, a couple things these guys said that really stood out to me. Now, they talked more. They all talked about Jalen Hurts getting the bag, this, that, and the third. But here are the things that jumped out to me. We'll start with James Bradberry. He spoke of Sean Desai being a smart DC, and he likes that. Of course, why not? Why would you want your DC to not be smart? But he talked about the position he feels like he's going to be able to put a guy like him in, who's another player who uses his brain, his smart instincts to, take advantage of certain routes that the wide receiver ran. He talked about coming into this season trying to be better than last season, of course. Hey, last year he was an all pro. But when you look at playing alongside a Slay, you're going to have some benefits to that and some non benefits. You might get targeted more. But again, he stressed the smart football talk that he's had with Sean Desai already in his young stint together. And I didn't talk about Sean Desai's first press conference. I don't know why I didn't, but I love the Philly grit he showed. And he came out sounding to me very smart in what he wants to do with this Eagles defense. But the one thing he said is this Eagles defense is going to be felt. So you're telling me from James Bradbury perspective, you got a smart guy who's going to play Philly culture. I can't wait to see what Sean Desai does with this top cornerback duo. And again, I like how Bradbury described just the positioning that he feels that Sean Desai is going to put him in, right? Kelsey spoke about a couple of things, but the thing that stuck out to me is he said, you're only as strong as your weakest link. Talking about the offensive line, he said the Steelers got to steal. He gave a lot of high praise to Isaac Seumalo. He said he was always kind of underrated, this, that, and the third. However, he said this offensive line still got to be the top in the game. He didn't say that exactly, but he says we still got the guys to make this offensive line the top O-line in the game. You're only as strong as your weakest link. And he's talking about the young boy who's going to come in, whether it's Tyler Steen, whether it's Cam Jurgens, right? Now, I'm not saying he don't like Tyler Steen. I'm not saying he knows Tyler Steen, right? He's a rookie coming from Alabama. So we're going to see where he fits in fighting for that right guard spot. But he did say that Cam Jurgens is ready to compete. Of course he's going to compete. But the way Kelce said it is like he believes that Jurgens has a great opportunity to win that spot. Now, again, Tyler Steen has the exact opportunity, and that's why that battle right there, Steen versus Jurgen, Cam versus Tyler, if you want to go first name, that battle right there is going to be one of my favorite throughout the whole camp. But Jason Kelsey understands that Isaac Seumalo is a hole. You know, he's affected by it because he plays to the right. He plays next to him, right? guys like Landon Dickerson and Jordan Mailata are less affected by the absence of Sam Malu. It's more Lane Johnson and Kelce got to pick up that responsibility, depending how good Jurgens or Steen is early in their football career. One being a rookie, one being a second year man. But Kelce understands that, and he gave him this stamp of approval, not only on draft day, but he thinks he's probably going to win the job. Just the way it sounds. Now, Kelce ain't say that. I'm going off what he said about Cam Jurgens and, how since day one, Kelce liked what Cam Jurgens brings to the table. Let's talk about AJ Brown. He had a couple things. He did talk about being the best wide receiver he can be, working on some of the things that he thought he didn't do as well last year. But the key thing that stood out to me is he said, "Don't take anything I say on Twitter seriously." One of the beat reporters asked him about he was going through it during training camp. I mean, during free agency. Uh, is how we going to get this guy, this guy, this guy? And again, he said, "Don't take anything serious that I say on Twitter." But he did say Howie's did a good job bringing back the core people that he feels really good about the run it back talk, right? He's not trying to get ahead of himself. He's definitely not. Don't let me make you think he's talking about Super Bowl already. No, he's saying day by day, day by day. But to really run it back, you did need them leaders that were big last year. Kelce, Fletch, BG, Bradberry. And I think AJ is excited that Howie came away, especially when you heard the narrative that we were going to lose some of the core guys. We lost guys, but they weren't the core guys. Howie Roseman was able to bring them back. And AJ Brown spoke on the fact that Howie brought the pieces back to possibly run it back. Now, last but not least, Dallas Goedert talked about chip on the shoulder for this whole team, right? They are highly motivated from losing the Super Bowl. He said, "Nobody had to tell me. You can feel the energy in the weight room during practice. It's going unspoken, but you can tell that we all got that hunger to not just play good football, but to really finish business, right?" But the key thing that Dallas Goddard talked about was working with the wide receivers, going up to AJ Brown, going up to Devontae Smith, and learning some more stuff as it pertains to running routes, releases, footwork, stuff of that sort, so he could become an even more dangerous target. Right? When you look at Dallas Goddard, he's not the slickest route runner, but he got a nice catch radius. He ain't afraid to snag it one hand. He ain't afraid to go up and get a contested shot catch. He ain't afraid to come down and run through somebody. He's not afraid of contact. But maybe his release off the line of scrimmage when he's matched up against a safety or a DB, a more physical DV, maybe all that is stuff that he could work on. As he said, every all season he knows more and more about his game and what he does need to work on. But I'm glad he's going to, the best of the best. Top 10, top 5 wide receiver in Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, to learn the ins and outs of getting off the line of scrimmage with this footwork, with this leverage, with this certain type of lean and hand movement and all that stuff. And again, Dallas Goedert goes under the radar as one of the best blocking tight ends in the game. So he helps this run game for sure. And he's a contested catch guy, a yak guy, but you never know. He's still young in his development, and talking to guys like AJ Brown and Devontae Smith ain't gonna make you any worse. It ain't gonna make you any worse. So, like I said, these are some key things that they spoke about. It's been a long day for Philly Mike, but I enjoyed it. Shout out to Mrs. Philly Mike. Hopefully, she enjoyed her birthday. And shout out to y'all for anybody watching this, whoever got notifications on. The first 200 people to watch it, shout out to y'all because I don't normally drop videos around 8:39 at night, video wise. And so we'll know who got the notification turned on. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop the muscle emoji if you got nothing else to say. You know how we do. Philly culture is not going to stop. Make sure you go check out the merch. Link will be in the description and the pinned comment section. Help your boy out. Hit the like. Again, send me a picture of you rocking your Philly dog shirt. Man, we trying to make the movement. Again, my goal is before the season start to get one of the 5 Philly dogs, the 5 Georgia Bulldogs to wear this shirt. We'll see what happens. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. We out.